All right, I'm only going to do a few examples on this one, but we're going to start off with a very simple example. So f of x equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 for all our examples in this video, but I'm going to do f of 2 first. So f of 2, pretty much what this means is that every time I see an x, I'm going to replace it with 2. So in other words, 2 is my new input for every single one of these x's. So I get 2 multiplied by 2. And when I input stuff, I'm going to put parentheses just in case, and I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm going to put parentheses every time. So I have 2 multiplied by x, which is now 2, squared, plus 3 multiplied by x, which is now 2 again, minus 4. So every time I see an x, I'm going to replace it with a 2. So now I just do some algebra. I end up getting 2 multiplied by 4. You got to do order of operations, and exponents come before multiplication. Plus 3 times 2, which is 6, minus 4. And this equals 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 6 minus 4, because multiplication comes before addition. 6 minus 4, so 8 plus 6 is 14, minus 4 is 10. So what that means is f of 2 is 10. That means that anytime I plug in a 2 into my function, if I plug in a 2, I will get out a 10. Now for another example. Now we're going to do f of square root of 2. So I'm going to do exactly what I did before. So f of square root of 2 is going to be 2 times the square root of 2 squared plus 3 times the square root of 2 minus 4. So I end up getting 2. Now the square root of 2 squared is the same thing as the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, which ends up being the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So the square root of 2 squared is 2, so that's just multiplied by 2, plus 3 square roots of 2. Now that parenthesis isn't doing anything, so I'm going to get rid of it, minus 4, and this equals 4 plus 3 square roots of 2 minus 4. Now, this 3 square roots of 2 cannot combine with the 4 because they're not like terms, but 4 minus 4 is 0, which then means we have 3 square roots of 2 plus 0, so this is 3 square roots of 2 plus 0, which is just 3 square roots of 2. Now on to another example. For this one, we're going to do f of negative x. So f of negative x, anytime I see an x, I'm going to put in a negative x this time. So we get 2 multiplied by negative x squared, make sure you put the parentheses because the whole thing needs to get squared, plus 3 times negative x minus 4. Now when I simplify it, negative x times negative x is going to be x squared, because x times x is x squared, and then negative times a negative is positive. So we end up getting 2x squared, and then 3 times negative x is negative 3x, then minus 4. Now if you notice, we have an x in our input, so we're going to have x's in our output. So what this means, if I plug a negative x into my function, I will end up getting a new function, which is 2x squared minus 3x minus 4.